Realism plus the rise of Hollywood prompted the rise of many new cinematic movements. A few of these movements include second cinema, which is European as well as independent filmmaking, third cinema, which focuses more on social and economic tension, and even a thing called fourth cinema, which is actually quite new, which is predominantly North American indigenous filmmaking. As stated earlier, third cinema focuses on making a social and political stance. A lot of the time this looks like raising awareness on poverty, privilege, and unheard voices. As is the case with any cinematic undertaking, third cinema definitely has its success and failure. Some such example is the Indian film Viceroy's House. Viceroy's House is a romance drama that focuses on tension between certain people groups, a lot of which is between Britain and Asia. Though it does count as a third cinema, it does unfortunately prove counterproductive in some ways in its attempt to give voice to overlooked voices. As I watched this film, I did in fact see some positive first world role models, including Lord Mountbatten's wife, who sought to build up and relate to the people who she visited. In spite of this, I still did see a very glaring theme that said privilege and white savior complex. A lot of the Indian people in this film were servants, bickering amongst each other while standing in complete awe of the British nobility, barely worthy of them to visit their modest country. Throughout the film, the Indian people were not depicted as the diverse, beautiful voices that third cinema seeks to amplify. Instead, I thought that they were depicted as small and fickle people. A lot of the time, some of them even needed to be yelled at and managed in order to prevent them from breaking into fights. They also rejected Lord Mountbatten's wife ever so gracious offer to treat them with the respect due when visiting one's country. Obviously, this film does reflect reality to some extent, unfortunately, but it's very important to realize that when it comes to cinema, everything is filtered through a certain perspective and a certain bias to promote a certain agenda. Everything. That being said, the fact that you choose to show a certain occurrence in your film does not merely just tell us as the audience about that occurrence itself. It also talks and shows us a little bit about yourself and your personal bias. And this obviously demonstrates a very poor attempt at providing that beautiful, diverse voice to the Indian people that they are so due. Amplifying voices foreign to ourselves is definitely no easy feat. It takes practice, understanding, and empathy on all sides. It's important for us as consumers and producers of media to be able to recognize and identify our personal biases and move out of our comfort zone in order to understand other people's perspective and culture. When we do this, we are able to build up other people groups and further support our unity as a human race.